we left business at the last JLBC meeting, one of the last motions I made was my motion, and that was requesting that you present, and this body voted in favor of you presenting us with alternative options in the form of emergency contracts. Do you have those ready for us today?
No, I do not.
Cottonport, Louisiana. There's 2 pharmacies in Cottonport, Louisiana. 2. Both pharmacies are not going to be able to fill state employees' medicines there. So the people in Cottonport, Louisiana will not have a local pharmacy participating. Did you know that?
I'm not aware of that.
You should know that. That's your job to know.
Well, it's my job to know the adequacy across the state.
Especially when you're tying those people to a contract for 3 years.
I'm aware that some people will have difficulty. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so those people will not. Some of those people may be in wheelchairs. Some might be diabetic. Some might be cancer patients. Some might have COVID, who knows what, chronic illnesses, and they're not going to have a pharmacy in their area. Yeah, that's important to know, and that's just one. That's in my district. That's just one place. So Cottonport is in my district. That's just one little town. Imagine how many others there are across the state. So I say this with all due respect, but I'm incredibly disappointed because somebody in your position should have a backup plan. And we have all asked you, knowing that this is a hot-button topic, that it's back and forth, that it may be litigated, depending on what the courts determine. You have said for the last 2 months, we've got to have pharmaceutical benefits for our members in place January 1st, knowing that this could go, I mean, it could go anywhere. You're saying you have not consulted options for a backup plan. Express Scripts sent a letter, who is the current PBM provider, saying they have never been consulted and they're willing to do it on even a 60 more days into next year while this is all figured out. I think that you all are much more well equipped, and always much more prepared as to not even have a backup plan. For some reason, y'all want this contract to go through. It's all I can figure, because it is setting people up at a disadvantage, and the administration is turning a blind eye to it. And you have all of these people crying out, I'm not an independent pharmacist. This is not my industry. I represent almost 120,000 people that have illnesses. I'm on a cancer suppressant medicine myself, and I depend on my local pharmacist to give me that medicine every month, right? This is not profitability for OGB. Shame on that. This is not profitability for independent pharmacists. This is patient access for critical and life-saving medication. And the DOA and OGB is just like casually turning a blind eye to it. And we're saying, hey, there's a problem. Like, you have access in Baton Rouge. You have CVS's on every corner and chain pharmacies on every corner. I don't. My people in Cottonport don't. Like, wake up.